Call your father and say I love you to them. Just giving you guys a heads up, my dad has like major boundaries. Like he's a man of love and care, but he cannot express whatsoever. He does not even give me a side hug. Like he's very awkward as like in terms of like physically showing love. This is going to be fun, but I want to see what my dad is going to say.
Hello, Demai.
Papa,
Ah,
I love you.
ఎందుకు
ఎందుకంటే పోయింది ఐ లవ్ యూ అంటే
దేనికి
ఊరికే అట్లా చెప్పబుద్ది అయింది ఐ జస్ట్ వాంటెడ్ టు టెల్ యూ ఐ లవ్ యూ వాట్
ఇంకా ఇంకా దారిలో ఉన్నావా
యా ఓకే ఐ విల్ కాల్ యూ బ్యాక్ ఇట్ వాస్ గ్రేట్ టాకింగ్ టు యూ
నాకేం అర్థం
నేను ఐ లవ్ యూ చెప్తే ఐ లవ్ యూ టూ అని చెప్పాలి కానీ ఎందుకు వై వాట్ ఫార్ అని ఎవరైనా అడుగుతారా
ఐ లవ్ యూ 3
Okay, done. Bye. He asked me, why? What happened? Why are you saying that? Oh my goodness, fathers and their expression of love. Whew. What is something that's too serious for you to joke about? I can't take jokes about my family. I'm very, like, I love my parents way too much. And if anybody, like, kind of jokes in a way like it's an insult, I hate it. You're gonna get it from me. Otherwise, I think you should remember that there's a thin line between joking and insulting, because I witnessed somebody, you know, crack jokes on hate on a child just because the child was dark and fat. And that's disgusting. That's not joke. It's not funny in any way. So yeah, these things are not okay. Not in front of me, not behind my back. It's just not okay, not acceptable. What's one thing you cannot forgive your parents for? I don't think I'm in a position to even forgive them, because my parents are wonderful beings. Like, they gave me everything that they could. If it is about forgiveness, they have to forgive themselves for actually putting us all the time in the front row and them taking a backseat, or like their happiness taking backseat. Like, this generation, we do put ourselves forward. We, you know, mothers now think about like their mental health, themselves and all, which is great. And I think the previous generation could not do it. Like, they were very, you know, they used to sacrifice. They are more service oriented and stuff. So yeah, if at all, not forgive, but I would like to apologize to my mom, because my mom and dad, I wish they kind of lived their life even better and probably made a little less sacrifice, if not for me. So yeah, 3 things that you do in love: I care, I gift, and I also put in all my emotions. What's the most painful thing you've said to someone you love? What are these questions? Once upon a time, this was years ago, I was very hurt and let down in a very disgusting way. So I told the person that I'm never going to see your face, and even if you end up not living, I'm not even going to come and see you then. And I really regret saying that. Like, I'm not that person. So yeah, that's the worst thing. What did your last heartbreak teach you? It was a very tragic heartbreak, and it's not like a normal, you know, you decide it's not working and part ways. It was quite tragic, and I was just 19 years old when all of it was happening. And then it was very hard for me to process everything, the grief, the loss, whatever happened before that. So yeah, it taught me a lot about life, like how short life is in general and how uncertain it is. And that is the reason why I decided to like even start content creation, because until then I did not even know that, okay, like, you know, we can leave whatever you're doing. Like, I was doing my engineering. I think I got that thought that, okay, I am going to complete my engineering, but that is it. The next what I'm doing is I'm going to do what I love, because I'm going to spend the rest of my life doing what I love, because you live for yourself every single day. So yeah, it taught me a lot. It just shaped me into who I am today. Have you ever lost a friendship you thought would last forever? Yes, I did. I used to have this beautiful girl gang. We were a gang of 3, and it lasted for 15 years. We all grew up together, but sometimes people grow apart, and that's a very sad thing. But it was in a very brutal, very hurtful way. And to be very honest, friendship breakups hurt more than the love breakups. So yeah, that happened to me, and it was a very sad phase. Write a one-line apology text to someone you know you've hurt but never said sorry to. What are you making me do? Goodness. Okay, this is very deep. So the person that I want to send is actually like no more, and I think I never got to like say goodbye, or things were kind of rough before all of that happened. So I'm gonna just write it in my notes, because of course I cannot send it to that person. I wish we sat down and spoke instead of a fight. I apologize for how it happened, but I also forgive you for whatever happened. I never got to actually tell the person that I did forgive them. So yeah, hope you're well in heaven. You guys are gonna make me cry. One compliment you will find really hard to accept. When people tell me that I am hardworking and I work too much, because I feel like I'm very critical on myself. Like, I think I do not work enough. I am not doing my best. I'm very hard on myself. And when people actually appreciate me, I kind of don't take it completely, I think. And that's a bad thing. I realize it, but I'm trying to change it. But you know what? Like 4 years, 5 years down the lane, when people used to tell me that I look beautiful, or like my skin tone looks beautiful, I used to not accept it. Like, I used to think that people are saying it just to, make that little girl feel better about herself, like a pity compliment. But the moment I started believing that I am actually beautiful and my skin tone is amazing, I'm like, even if people give me compliments, I'm like, thanks, girl, I know. What's your biggest insecurity? Wow. I have this gap in my teeth. Okay, funny story. And I used to be insecure. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be insecure about my teeth because they do look funny. Back then, I used to think like that. And I got braces once, and then I got aligners, like the Invisaligns, twice. I even got a surgery. Hello. I got a surgery and I got a gum removed because of my insecurity. And even then, the gap just like used to come out like after a year or so, and I was done, and then I started accepting myself, and now I love it. It looks cute, it makes me look unique, and at the same time it's giving me luck. Like, why would I want to close it anytime? But now, because I'm super confident and I go in front of camera with my teeth and the gap, a lot of people send me videos and then comments about like, this is very disgusting about you and you should fix it and then you will look beautiful. You should fix that and then you will look. When I had acne, people used to say, oh, you have acne, I think you should treat your acne and then you will look beautiful. No, honey, I'm not gonna look beautiful then. I'm gonna look beautiful today, and it starts with me looking at my mirror and then accepting myself. Few questions are so deep. Oh my goodness. You didn't give me heads up for these.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share.